Benson Idoniji was Fela's manager.
Okay.
That is Burna Boy's mother's father.
So Burna Boy's mother's father was Fela's manager.
Yes. Shina Peters was Prince Adekunle's guitar player at 14, 13, 14. Then, when him and Segun Adewale started Afro Juju music, they say they are the creators of Afro Juju music.
Who is that?
Shina Peters. Don't forget.
Okay.
That he even sang a track which he said they are the creators of Afro Juju music. And that was wrong.
HohA, talk am as e be.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, of course, you know I'm back again. This HohA podcast, one of the podcasts that spotlights Nigerian music legends, OGs in the business, and also bringing back memories with our music legends. Of course, today is not going to be an exception, but it's going to be another exciting episode of HohA podcast. Of course, you know we've been bringing back memories, and today we're still going to bring back another great memory with a great Afrobeat legend from Fela's camp. All right, you know Fela is the father, one of the fathers of Afrobeat. You understand? But today, okay, he's a creator. Thank you of Afrobeat. I'm going to ask you about that because I have a very special question for you about that. But the person I'm about to introduce, like I said, is from Fela's camp. Well, as a matter of fact, he was working with Fela as an instrumentalist, as a singer,
deputy band leader
as also a deputy band leader. Oh my God!
Till he died.
To Fela till he died. My guest is even helping me make the introduction. Of course, you know he's big in the music industry. Thank you very much for that correction.
You're welcome.
You know, so that time Fela they never born us. So as they helped me, so I like him.
We are talking about 28 years ago when he left.
When he left. Thank you. But when Fela started, I wasn't alive.
No,
I was in my mother's home then. So thank you very much, sir.
Alone, my hanging around Fela is more than your age.
Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, give it up as I make welcome to the show, the one and only Showboy in the building. Make a clap for you.
Thank you.
Showboy.
Yeah, the name is Rilwan Fagbemi Adedimeji. And that name Showboy was given to me by the Abamieda himself, the one and only Fela Anikulapo Kuti in the early 70s.
Wow, in the early 70s?
Yeah, and that name is what even my family know till date.
Showboy.
Yeah, because if I may recall, there was this year my mother came to look for me. And she came to the gate of Fela's house in Moshalashi, 14A Agege Motor Road, precisely. And she said, I'm looking for my missing son. And they told her, Madam, what is the name of your son that you are looking for? My mother told them, Rilwan Fagbemi Adedimeji. And they told her there is no Rilwan in this house. And why there was no Rilwan in that house? Because as at that time, Fela accepted some name and rejected some names. So if it's a name that he don't like, he will give you a name. So when I got there, when I met him, due to what I started with him when I met him, that name Showboy pop up.
All right.
He said, as from now on, your name is Showboy.
It's Showboy.
And that's the name I am known with all over the world. The Google will tell you, the YouTube, anywhere. Just put Showboy of Kalakuta, Showboy of Fela, you will see the result.
Thank you very much for that.
You're welcome.
I want to ask you first a question. My first question to you is that,
go ahead.
What was your role in Fela's band? What was your role?
Well, I was a baritone saxophone player.
Oh.
And I was also the deputy band leader.
Really?
Yeah, my roles were to making sure things are moving, things are set up the right way, the way it should be.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and I have learned from my band leader, Lekan Animashaun, popularly known as Baba Ani, that before the band starts playing, because why I needed to know some things that I asked and I was shown is because Fela's band had a standard. Let's take from the Africa 70. Fela cannot come on stage and discover that you people are sounding off key. One person is playing off key. He's going to be so mad at you. Because one, if possible, the man who is in charge of the band will be blamed. How can you be playing with an untuned instrument? Why didn't you correct that tuning? So because of that, everybody must go through the normal processes. That's tuning the band is very, very important before the band starts playing.
Okay, so I would like to ask you, I heard that Fela wasn't the initiator of Afro music, according to
Who said so?
someone told me that Fela just blew the brand Afro music, that just blew the
No,
the style Afro music, that
no,
Orlando Julius was the
no,
initiator of Afro music.
no. Listen. When Fela came back from England, Fela was playing classical music.
Okay,
Don't forget, Fela started as a high life musician.
thank you.
When he was playing My Baby Don't Love Me, Baby Taniko Fewa, that Lagbaja remix that made him popular. In fact, before Fela went to America in 1959, Fela was a classical musician because he was trained in England. He plays jazz music. But when he came back home, he made some observation that the listeners were not moving with the groove. It was like a divided government. He was playing his brand of music, and because they don't understand him, that's why they were not attracted to his kind of music then. And he has to go to his mother and complain. And his mother told him that, look at how can you be playing Sufe Taka for your people? Play what they understand, sing what they understand, what they will understand. Because if you don't sing what they understand, they will always be looking at your music and won't be able to even dance to it. So when Fela got to London, to America in 1959, in Sandra Isidore's house, Fela started Afro Beat. And Afro Beat, if you listen to Afro Beat revealed a lot of things to everybody who is an African. That is why it's called Afro Beat, because Afro Beat is our music, is our language, is our tradition, is our culture. If you listen to Afrobeat, you will discover the Caribbeans feel in it.
Yes.
And if you listen, go deep into Fela's music, you will make some discovery that, in every Fela's music, every instrument signifies something. Every rhythm is telling you something. That is why when people are dancing to Fela's music, you see variety dance. Some will be dancing to the polo, some will be then some will be dancing to the tenor guitar or the rhythm guitar. Chevere, 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 chevere. So you see, you have a lot of beats, a lot of rhythm. It's enriched by our culture and tradition. That is why it's very difficult for anybody to come out and say anything that they are the king of Afrobeat. Let me take you back. This interview brought me to speak out something that has been burning my mind.
Say it.
I remember in the early 70s when Prince Adekunle was playing not far from Fela's house. Shina Peters was Prince Adekunle's guitar player at 13, 14 then. And Ludo nightclub is just a block or two from Fela's house. So we are often there to watch. So they started, when him and Segun Adewale started Afro Juju music, they say they are the creators of Afro Juju music.
Who is that?
Shina Peters, don't forget.
Okay.
That he even sang a track which he said they are the creators of Afro Juju music. And that was wrong. Listen, the people that created Afro Juju music were no one else but King Sunny Ade's lead guitarist Bob Aladeniyi with Fela's tenor guitar player Igo Chico. Those two people started Afro Juju music. In fact, go and look at the record. They even recorded an album in 74 before Bob Aladeniyi got an accident, and Bob Aladeniyi got that accident in that 74, and even Igo Chico died in that 74.
Wow.
That is why everything about them died there. But it wasn't the end, because we know that they started Afro Juju music. We were around Fela, we were seeing things the way they were going, so we cannot forget. So talking about Afrobeat music, there's no other person that created than Fela Anikulapo Kuti. He started that, he opened the path, he started the journey before other people took after him.
How about Orlando Julius? What was that on the road?
Orlando Julius, listen, Orlando Julius was also an Afrobeat musician.
Okay.
Because, listen, when you open a road, that road cannot be tread by you alone.
Yes.
Other people will, look at what is happening in the country today. When they want to talk Afrobeat, they will be talking about people like Davido, they will be talking about Whiskey, they will be talking about Burna Boy and HohA and so on and so forth.
Yes.
And in Afrobeat music, don't forget one thing. 80-90% of the Afrobeat musicians you have in this country today are extracting from Fela's music to make their goal. Rhythmically, lyrically, musically.
So I say that Burna Boy, Whiskey, and Davido, all of them.
There is nothing they play that you will not hear that feel of Fela from it. Where did they get it from?
Afrobeat. So sorry, sir.
Yes,
I want to, like they say Fela was doing just pure Afro, but their Whiskey just made it Afrobeat. What is the difference between Afro and Afrobeat?
Please. Point of correction. Fela was playing Afrobeat music.
Afrobeat music.
It's Afrobeat. It's not Afro music.
Oh.
It's Afrobeat. They started infusing whatever they want and giving it their own name.
Okay.
Like, if you listen to Lagbaja, he will tell you he's playing higher beat or Afro. You understand? But everything, every one of them we are doing comes from what Fela have created.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I would like to ask you. And there was a time that Fela's house was burnt in Ojo Elegba.
Yeah.
So like were you with him at that period?
We were around. We
Please
know
tell us what
what
happened.
happened. Well, a lot of information has been going on. A lot of people have been saying their saying what they thought or what they believe might have happened. But what really happened that day is so painful. The guy involved in this issue is already dead. He was Fela's PA and Fela's manager. His name is Roy Smith. This is it. Every weekend, when they pay everybody, pay us, pay the same guy, pays all salary, there is an amount of money that, like, you know, my family's upkeep money that he has to go and give Femi's mother and the children. And they were living in Kilo then.
Okay.
But as at that 77, we had this problem of even an odd number in Nigeria. Like you can be living in Pangru, your car cannot enter Ikorodu Road. You will have to go back and go and come out in Akoka, join to be able to go to Mushin. Because your number does not work on Ikorodu Express Road. So this is what really started the problem that day.
Okay.
This guy have paid everybody. He was now going to give his Fela's family their own portion of, you know, their weekly money. And he cannot drive through Ojo Elegba because the number does not go out. So he wants to go and pass Alakara Road, enter Fashoro, Mama Koko Road, come out at Idiaraba, come out at Lawansin to be able to go to Kilo bus stop via Adeniro Ogunsanya. So when he was going, this soldier man stopped him that park. He pretended as if he was going to park. He drove off.
Who Fela?
No, Roy.
Roy, okay.
Roy Smith.
Roy Smith.
That's the paymaster.
Okay.
He was on his way to Kilo because Fela's family were living in Kilo bus stop. Then there was a flat there where they live. So he was able to beat the soldier man and went. And the soldier man knew that if he's coming back, his number does not pass stadium for him to come home or pass Ojo Elegba. He has to still come back through the same route. So all of a sudden the soldier discovered that that vehicle is coming. It's like the system, the police on roadblocks or these traffic officers, BIO and co. That's what is a technique, is a style they use. They want to catch that fifth vehicle coming, and they knew that if they allow the four first vehicle to go, they won't be able to go. They will stop like 10 vehicles. Then they will ask the vehicle they want to stop to park. This guy started stopping vehicle. When he got to Roy's place, he slapped him. That I told you to park. Roy to say, you slapped me. He took his cap from off his head and gave him his own slap to and returned his cap. That was how the problem started. Now in Fela's house, there was this new boy called Asili. Fela cannot even identify him. The boy saw that soldiers were fighting. They've already turned Segun's tummy. his intestines has come out. Then the motherfucker just went and set the army motorcycle ablaze because it was the motorcycle that he used to block the vehicle that it will not move. Setting that motorcycle ablaze was the beginning of the problem. In fact, it's part of the reason why the army now has to come and burn the house.
Okay, it is army that came to burn.
Yes.
Oh.
Abati Barracks, they are not far from us.
Okay.
And the soldiers involved in the issue, and don't forget, as at that time, the militaries were in charge of traffic in this country.
Yeah.
There is no yellow fever, there is no madam, no. Any traffic point where somebody is controlling traffic is a military police.
Okay.
Most of them are with this horse whip, koboko. They don't give a fuck who the hell you are. They will bring you out of your vehicle and whip you well, like they did to Abiola himself. An Air Force corporal or sergeant whipped him on the road. When I say stop, look, this country has been going through all these things uncontrollably. That was why our ex-president could get mad and seize like 20 BRT because an BRT jam his egg van or something. That's Nigeria for you.
Wow. I also like to ask you one question again. Let's talk about the Fela wives. That he has 27 wives.
Yes.
Okay. Where this wife, like he got married to them originally, like ideally, or is they are just girlfriends?
Listen, they were no girlfriends, for your information.
They were
Listen. Most of these so-called Fela's wives, don't forget our forefathers, our grandfathers, they work in the farm with our mothers, with our grandmothers. Fela was working with all these women. They burnt the house. People were viewing them like, these never do well girls, these delinquent children. You know? Because don't forget, in the early 70s, no family will want to hear that you are living with Fela. They will reject you. You are a delinquent. You are an abandoned child. Oh yes. It happened to me. I went to my father one day. My father now asked me, Rilwan, do you even go and see my elder brother? I asked him, who is your elder brother? He said, he's the commissioner of police in charge of Mopu 2 or Mopu 20. His name is Moses Daniel Fagbemi, MD Fagbemi. He lives in Surulere. I told him I have not been there. He said, you better go and look for him. My father gave me the address. So one day, I said, each time I talk to my father, he will ask me, have you gone and see your uncle? Then one day, like my oga will say, one day go be one day. I now walked to the gate of the commissioner's house. I knocked. 2 policemen came. Yes, how can we help you? I came to see my dad. Who are you? The police corporal or sergeant was saying, get out of here. We don't know you. What's the name of your dad? Where did you know him? Then an inspector or an ASP came who is in charge of the gate I asked, Mr. Young Man, what is your name? I told him my name is Rilwan Adedimeji Fagbemi. Then the man just now told them that, don't you hear Fagbemi? Oga is Fagbemi. So if he says it's Fagbemi, it must be Oga's family. Let him in. They took me in. They took me to his sitting room that I should sit down. It's a duplex. Oga is upstairs. After like 15-20 minutes that I was seated, my uncle came down. Hello, young man, who are you? How may I help you? Then I prostrated, I said, good morning, uncle. It's me. Who are you? I said, it's me, Rilwan Adedimeji Fagbemi, the son of Sikiru Adepeju Fagbemi. He said, so you are the one they told me that is destroying my family's name, following that Igbo smoker, smoking Indian hemp with Fela. What are you doing in Fela's house? You, a son of a great family, you are hanging out with Fela, following Fela to be smoking Indian hemp, causing trouble about. As from today, I don't come. He said, suppose something. Call everybody. All of you come here. All the policemen came in. He said, look at him very well. He's my son, truly. But any day I see him in my sitting room, I will lock all of you in the cell. I was shocked. And I was saying in my mind that it's my father who said I should come. I didn't want to come because I already know we cannot be friends. I'm an Igbo smoker. He's a policeman. So there can never be friendship. I didn't want to go, but I was forced to go by my father that I should go and greet him. Then, after like 5-6 months, his payday came. There was something that happened in the family that all family members were invited at the family's house headquarters. There was a very big, large tent where the fathers are staying, where the children, the in-laws, blah, blah, blah. I went in. I just landed from Lagos. I went there. Bah, when I reached there, one of my uncle told me, your fathers and your father's elder brothers, they are seated there. Go and greet everybody. I said, okay. I started greeting from this corner. I greet. When I got to the front of the commissioner of police, I jumped him and greet. Then one of his juniors now shouted, Rilwan, are you mad? Did you see our elder brother seated there? Then I said, who? He said, Uncle Moses. And I said, he's a policeman. I'm an Indian hemp smoker. We can't be friends. He told me not to come. Then people that senior him in the family now say, Haba, how can you say that to your son? What has he done to you? The boy is not guilty. He told him not to come to his house again. So why should you force the guy to greet him? It's not the child's fault. It's the uncle's fault. Why did he reject him? So what if they have killed him that day? If his policemen have shot him, what would he have said? You see? So all these things was affecting all of us living around Fela. And we were with Fela with one mind, one love, one heart, because we saw reasons and we saw a lot of truth in what he was doing. Because if Fela wants to live a bogus life, nobody will be around him.
Yes.
You understand me? But Fela wants to live with the people. Fela was there for everybody. That is why Fela's house has no lock, no key. When you go there, you just walk in, you are welcome. Come from Ghana, come from Abidjan, come from Liberia, come from Sierra Leone, come from every part of the world. The moment you get to Fela's door, is open. If you enter, people will say, you are a newcomer. Okay. Go to that up. You will see 2 beds. Take 1 bed. That's all. You are at home.
I would like to ask you, thank you very much, sir, for explaining all this to us, because some of us don't know, some people don't know.
I know.
There is this band called the Egypt 80s.
Yes.
We
are the Egypt 80s.
Okay, you are the Egypt 80s.
Yes.
Tell us about the band, and it's like Showboy is still working with them something now.
By God's grace.
Okay, tell us about the band.
In the Egypt 80 that played with Fela till he died, because of what we believed and what we decide among us, we decide to continue with the work as Egypt 80. And that is why we are still existing. That is why that name has come to stay. It can never be changed. Wherever they go, you will always hear Shehu and the Egypt 80. They might be green color, they might be white color, they are Egypt 80 because it's the name that his father is a name he inherited. So he cannot do away with it. He cannot change it. So he will just continue with it.
Okay.
Either we are there or we are not there. He is still Shehu and the Egypt 80. And we are proud to be part of it because we know our contribution in keeping it, in making it stay till date. This is 28 years Fela has left. We are still there, not for the money, but for the love and the belief and our vow to Fela that we will continue, we will support him, and that's all.
I would like to still ask you again. Among the Fela wives, so is there anyone that gave birth to another child? Because Shehu and Femi and the other lady that their first daughter, stuff like that, are they same mothers that gave birth to them?
For your information, Shehu's mother had only Shehu. Her name is Fentola.
Oh.
Motunrayo's mother had only 1 child, Motunrayo, with Fela. Shehu's mother was a singer. Motunrayo's mother was a dancer.
Oh.
And the 2 of them also have an elder brother that is in charge of Kalakuta Museum today, Kunle Anikulapo Kuti.
Okay.
After Femi is Kunle. After Kunle comes Shehu.
Oh.
That's it.
All right. I would still like to ask you, sir. You are a Afro legend, Afro beats legend.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you for coming to the program to educate us and tell us some of the things we don't know. You have the ears of the music. Among these fellas, offspring, among these children, who is the person that is keeping this Afro beat real? Who is the person that is really doing it?
No, you see, that aspect has been taken care of long. You see, if your father leaves you with this box and you believe in what your father do, you will expatiate, you will evolve. That's what the children are doing. They are doing great. Yes. Fela will always be happy with all of them. Look, like today now, don't forget some people are doing pounded yam with potato. They are doing pounded yam with banana. They are doing so, you understand? Even poundo rice, they are doing it.
Yeah.
But some 40, 50 years ago, do you know anything like that?
No.
Do we know anything like that?
No.
It's involvement, improvement, developing. They are still in the field. They are still playing that music. And they cannot change the name.
Okay.
It's the same Afrobeat. Afro fusion, Afro this, Afro that. But it's because it's from Africa, it's from an Africa, it is always Afro.
Wow.
Don't forget.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll still like to ask you about Dede. What was his role in the Fela band?
Dede is Fela's friend.
Okay, Dede was a friend.
Dede was Fela's friend, and he was like Fela's personal friend, and at the same time he was in charge because we traveled together. Look, Dede, Fela told us anytime he comes, bring him on stage, let him sing.
Sorry, was Dede having his own band too at that Fela's time, or he was part of the Fela's band?
No, until Fela died, he didn't create any band.
He was working in Fela.
He was part of us.
Okay.
We traveled together. When he wants to sing, he played with us. We back him up. So after Fela's death, he created his own band.
Oh, now I get it. So let's talk about finally. Let's talk about the collaboration. What is the really reason of that collaboration? Because we see many artists.
Listen. You see, if you watch and observe, you will see that after some years that the collaboration has started, some people came up with their own ideas that they were trying to do baribration. Yes. They were trying to do something like collaboration for barista.
Okay.
But because of the confusion within them, they could not achieve it. Today, in the whole world, for your information, today in the whole world, there is no musician that is celebrated like Fela. Every year of collaboration is being celebrated by over 50 million people in Nigeria, in Europe, in Asia, in America. Don't forget that after Fela died, America produced almost 500 Afrobeat musicians.
America.
Look, go to Japan, you will see Afrobeat music players. Oh yes.
Wow.
That is the spirit, that is the magic of Afrobeat.
All over the world.
No, you don't need to understand what they are singing. It's the rhythm and the beat that a lot of people are dancing. Some people don't hear English, but they hear music, they hear rhythm, they hear the percussions move.
Yes.
So they rather dance to all that. Some are just dancing to the music. They don't even know what the music is saying. Let me give you a story. About a couple of years ago, there was this guy who comes to Fela's shrine every night after his father has slept. And by 5 a.m., he has got home. He even have some friends that they help themselves with their father's vehicle. When daddy has slept, they will push the car like from here to Panglu and start it and go to shrine. Early morning, 4 a.m., they will bring the car. They will now go and wet cloth and start cooling the engine. So their father will not know that his children have taken his car out. So the father was so furious that he hates hearing anything about Fela because he has not heard Fela's music. He's just hearing that my child is going to Fela. I don't even know what he's going to learn or hear there. Then Fela died. When Fela died, the radio played Fela for over a month or two.
Oh.
So one day, The father now called the son, Kayode, is this the fella that you are going to watch every day? Then the boy said, yes, that's the man. The father said, this man is so sensible, man. I don't know he sings these kinds of songs.
Good song.
Please go and buy me all his albums.
That's great. Please, I would like to ask one more question. Now we have to add a bit inside our time. So let me ask one more question. One more question, sir.
That's not
Thank you. So, like, what was Burna Boy's mother? They say Burna Boy's mother or father was working with Fela too.
Listen. Benson Idoniji was Fela's manager.
Okay.
That is Burna Boy's mother's father.
So Burna Boy's mother's father,
yes,
was Fela's manager.
Yes.
Oh. Moving to the next episode, we're going to be talking to a philanthropist, a human activist, and also a lover of people who has been helping people all around the country. My name is Silver Bible, right back.
What's up, people? This is your girl, Kennison Brown, aka KSB, aka Kennison Best, aka and you're on with V Baba on HohA podcast. You don't want to miss a bit. Stay tuned.
HohA Tokan ACB.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome back to the next segment of this show. Of course, our podcast, we've been bringing music legends, and at this very segment, we want to do something very special, something very spectacular. All right, like I always say, at this moment, sitting down with me is two human activists and also a lover of people. And these people I'm talking about has been. All this man I've been talking about has been showing love to people and supporting people in diverse ways in their lives. And without further ado, please, ladies and gentlemen, join me welcome the one and only Isaac AFRO to the show. All right. And I'd also like to make welcome another supporter of people. Is related and also a friend to Isaac AFRO. Please, can you introduce yourself to the show?
My name is Engineer Alex Asiwo.
Okay, Engineer Alex Asiwo. Well, first of all, thank you very much, sir, for what you've been doing.
You're welcome. Thank you too.
I've seen you on social media and I've heard on what you've been doing for humanity. You'll be supporting people all the way. And, you supported people who are sick, pay their hospital bills. Some people have no house to stay. You've come through. You've shelter people in your own way, and like without the aid of anybody. You just choose on your own to come through for some people. I want to ask you, first of all, Isaac AFRO,
Okay.
what inspired you to be doing these good things you've been doing?
Okay. Actually, when I was coming up as a kid, I passed through a lot too.
Okay.
I suffered. Then my dad was doing well. Later, so many things happened that that we had to go extra length to see how we can survive. I traveled out of the country through road. Through road. I went to so many countries from roads to road, sleep in the market, do us. In fact, I was in Ivory Coast for years, sleeping in the market, doing what they call, there they call it vagage. Here we call it kaya, alabaru. Yeah, I was doing it to survive, but with God, even I had to cross over to Liberia too during the war. The war was a bit, coming down then, So I've seen a lot of people. So after that, God opened a way for me. I traveled to so many countries. In fact, it was just God all the way. So I came back to Nigeria. I discovered that Nigeria is a very good country to stay. As long as you are not into illegality or whatever, just be focused. That's why I keep telling people, be focused. Nigeria is a very good place. I saw the way people are suffering. I had to go back to my roots. Delta State. I'm from the Delta North. Yeah, precisely. So I see how people are suffering. So I had to one of my cousins, I decided to help people because God gave me this opportunity into the marine industry. I bring in ships from all over the world. I repair, I build, so on and so forth. So I had to impart this knowledge because I actually got this knowledge from my dad too.
Oh, he was doing philanthropism.
Yeah, my dad is also a marine engineer too,
Oh.
and he was doing well, but a lot of things happened along the line. He had an accident, the spinal cord got broken, so nothing was coming again. So I had to push, and I encourage people to try to be an artisan. It's not all about education is good, but you have to trend with what is happening with the current situation of the country. So I've trained a lot of engineers that are doing well. Some are not even in Nigeria. Some are outside the country. I brought in so many guys stranded in Liberia. There was a time I was opportunity to go there to sail down to Nigeria. I brought more than 20 men that was stranded in Liberia.
Back to Nigeria.
Back to Nigeria, free of charge. You see, so, I just thank God that God gave me this opportunity to impact to people. I had to take it to Nigeria is a very big country. And we had to do the one our pocket rich anyway.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so.
Sure. So I want to ask you, you have been his friend and a colleague in the marine,
and also a partner too.
and also a partner too, in his time. So, like, what do you have to say about Isaac Eshro and what he's doing for the people of Delta State, like per se?
Okay, thank you so much. You see, in our country today, we have a lot of things to talk about. When we talk about Isaac, Isaac as a person is a friend, is a brother, and is a business partner too. You understand? I will describe him as a philanthropist.
A philanthropist.
Yes. A philanthropist, the word philanthropist is actually originated from the Greek word. We have philo, we have lanthropos. You understand? The philo is the word called love.
Love.
Then the anthropos is called what? Human being.
Human being.
So, love human being. Are you with me now? So now the word philanthropist, that's what I call him because it's only philanthropists that actually donate and help people that way. And that is why I stood by him to work with him because he has changed lives. He has donated money to the less privileged, especially the one he is carrying out now by giving out the operation to 30 fibroid personnel.
Yeah.
30 in Delta State.
Wow.
In Warri.
Free of charge.
Free of charge.
Delta State, that's all. Free of charge.
30 persons to do fibroid. I know fibroid in our society today, to operate fibroid, you must have money. You understand? It's not just doing tearing and doing. No, you must have money. And some persons, because of some persons are salary earners. Why do you think you will get a sum of 700 to 800,000, even 1.20 million to operate fibroid? You understand? It's not in the government. It's not. They are not paying him. This is self-employed, and they are taking it as a humanitarian service, selfless services that they have rendered to people so far. You understand? So it's pragmatic, and it's transformative. You understand? In trying to revamp people, the unemployed, the people that are suffering. He has given jobs to so many sailors. Today, so many persons can be proud to say, yes, I'm a captain of a ship. I'm a AB of an engineer. So engineers, he has given so many employment. And even he has given jobs to so many persons home and abroad. So, but before now, I've known him. He's based in Germany and in Belgium. So when he came back, we met here in Nigeria as sailors. So we've been together. You know, they said a leadership is a Herculean task. It takes men of glued and positive mind to pilot the affairs of men.
Yes.
So if you don't have this mind in you, there's no way you can pilot any affair. You must be a servant of the people. And that is why. There are so many persons like him too. So when I begin to look at him, I begin to see the people in the Western world, people like them, Andrea Carnegie of New York today, built over 2,500 libraries in the world. So these are philanthropists. They have foundations in the United States. We have people like, what's it called? The Janela Jolie. She's an actress. today is also a philanthropist. You understand? People like that. We have Bill and Melinda Gates. You understand? The big gate we are hearing today, we have Bill and Melinda from the United States too. We have Abdul Qatar, yes, and Abdul Rahman. These people that are from Pakistan. They have equally contributed to the foundation so far, and they have touched lives. So when we begin to see people like this, okay, let's come down to our Nigeria here. There are people, you understand? Like in Delta State here, there are people like them, Prophet Jeremiah, I'm watching them, the way they give hands, people money, you understand, to sustain life, to restore them. You understand? We have people like the Papa Ayo Sejafo too. We also have people of our pastor in River State, that man, that's Chibuzo, Pastor Chibuzo. They call it Chibuzo gift. OPM. Yeah, he has been doing a lot of things. So when we see people like that, it's good to emulate them.
Yes.
They must not be in the government first. You understand? This is not government matter we're talking about. This is somebody who has come to render services. So you must love the people before you start giving. So when you don't have the love of people, there's no way you can give.
Yes.
You understand? You must be. So a leader is somebody who loves the people.
Yeah.
So if there is no love, there's no way you can give.
Thank you very much for that one.
Yes.
So what are your plans? Like, what are your plans based on your philanthropism and what you're doing for humanity? What are your plans for the future?
Yes.
What do you intend to do?
Yes. Currently now, there is this project I'm working on. I'm working on because I love farming.
Farming.
Yes, I had to partner with some people all over the world, Western world, to bring in FFJ.
Right.
We are. In fact, I have the opportunity to bring in grants to the country. A huge sum of amount that we can get farm in any local government, even outside my state. But I will first of all start with my state first. Anyway, we deal on cash crops that you can be harvesting every 3 months, and this kind of opportunity can give job nothing less than 1,000 people. 1,000 people, maybe in a local government, depending on the land capacity. For instance, now I was able to get a very huge land that I wanted to start with. The project is ongoing, by the grace of God, with the help of Delta State government, which the project is ongoing, and I believe it will be approved. So what they need to do is still ongoing anyway. So, but I believe it will be approved so that we can show the world Nigeria is a very blessed country. Nigeria is a good place. And in future time, we just hope for the best. We just hope for the best, and I encourage people to see what they can do to come to assistance. Let us assist the people are suffering. People are suffering. There was a time I met a woman. She was selling, that is in Warri, around the Okere side area. She was carrying a basin. When I went to this woman, what she was selling is twin stick and biro. If you calculate everything there, it's no more than maybe 1,500 or 800 naira. So when I look at this woman, I just went to her. I gave her I think around 50,000 thereabout. She was crying. She was saying that, in fact, she had to go and beg this biro and twin stick to see how they can be able to feed for that day. And I'm still also have this project to see how we can, get bags of rice, to see how we can be supporting people. Because now so many people, they are not thinking of buying cars, buying clothes. They are thinking of feeding.
How to chop.
How to chop food, my brother. You get? So now food that people they also for. You understand? So my people, they suffer, not be small. They suffer, not be small. But God will help us.
So let me ask you, what is your last word? And how do you intend to bring solutions with the help of Mr. Isaac here, with your own collaborations to the people of because the reason why I'm talking about Delta State is where you're from.
Yes,
so
that's where I'm
how do you
from.
intend to support him, and how do you intend to bring solutions to especially students and people who are in need of your support?
Yeah, thank you so much. You see, before we came here with interview, I was already preparing a facilitation loop. So a facilitation loop is to help to see how people can come. Because when I look at it this way, it's not that you have the heaven and earth. Are you getting that? It's coming up to see how it can be able to revamp the situation of the state. Now, look at people in society. We have to, by coming here, one, is for people to know that, yes, he's having this an idea of trying to resolve the issue of unemployment. Are you hearing me now? Unemployment, to have you have the reason why they should collaborate so that they can see what he's doing. I want everybody to emulate what the step that he has taken so far. Look at the issue of fibroid today now. If, let's say 30 persons, it's carrying out 30 operations for 30 persons free of charge. Now, if we have somebody like this, as we are talking here now, the person will like, if this kind of person is, some people have the money, but they don't know what to use the money for. So by coming to this place with that, it will energize them to say, okay, if this guy is doing like this, I have even more than what this guy ever has said. Why not just support this guy so that we will keep helping people, you understand, in the society. You understand? So we need to help the unemployed. We need to help those people that are sick, especially in the medical section. Like what we try to do right now. Like you said, let me throw more light on that. Like he said, he is bringing grants from the European world. You understand? So about some different countries are coming to give grant to people that are suffering from abject poverty. And now, this grant is going to, we have already given a proposal to the government, that is the government, and they are working on it assiduously to make sure that things are approved and we go into action. Now, this grant, because we know fully well that it doesn't have the money enough to foot the bills of the state, because you got to start from home. Are you with me now? Let people know that, this is what you are capable of doing. The home, they need to support you for this project you're about to embark on. And now, he has to come up with this. Now, this we have submitted so far is to help to build, to plant cash crops, medicinal crops, and food crops. All of this will be exported to the West Africa continent and diaspora. And when they are exported, they will equally generate funds, which is the proceeds will be used to finance the medical section of, like for instance, now the operation, for the operation and the safe delivery and some other ailments that are not able to, that people are not able to do anything about today. So we need this kind of support. We will be working together on that already. Yes,
Thank you very much. Thank you. I do appreciate you, sir. I pray that God will give you the strength, give you more wisdom, more finance to carry out what you have embarked or what you have given yourself to do. It's a very special calling, and God will strengthen you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, your name is
Engineer Isaac HohA.
Thank you. Your name is
Engineer Alex Asiwo.
How can we follow you on Facebook? Your name on Facebook or Instagram?
Okay, my name on Facebook is Alex West.
Engineer Isaac HohA.
Engineer Isaac HohA. So go and follow him on Facebook at all social media platform to know what's next. All right. Thank you very much.
And I also have a page on Facebook. They call it Niger Delta Talk.
Niger Delta Talk. Please go and follow that page if you want to know more about what they are doing for humanity. And I pray we're going to see at the next level. Thank you very much for coming to the show.
So You're welcome.
God bless you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Baba.
Peace out.
My name is Mr. Coleman, aka Jukpa Jukpa, aka Mr. Coleman Enter, aka Mr. Komi Arokikiki, look on anybody. Yeah, I would say my dad, that's my old man, really inspired me a lot. Then way back, my father has a lot of LP, music album. So whenever he's not around, I used to play the music and play the turntable. Like a DJ, I've been entertaining myself. That is how I got inspired into music. Yeah, Crazy Culture is a duo. Mr. Coleman, that's me, and my partner, Dudu. I do the singing while he did the raga thing. Yeah, it was during, our last recording. Bamileti Kindo Lowo, that song. So during that song, something happened that along the line, my partner said, that's after recording the Bamileti songs, he now said that he wants to go separate, that in this particular song, he wants to release it as Dudu, featuring Mr. Coleman, of which the music was actually recorded as Crazy Culture. If you check out, you go and listen to the intro contained Crazy Culture. But in the album cover and video, it was later redirected as Dudu featuring Coleman. A lot of people have been using my music. If I want to mention from Lord of Ajasa, even Wizkid, especially Conga. Let me talk about Conga. You know, if you listen to Baby Conga, Jupa, pa, 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 Jupa, 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 pa, 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 Jupa, that was Jupa in Conga. He even extended to Ileke. In the verse of Jupa, Ileke Idi is part of Jupa lyrics. In that same Baby Conga, I said Ileke Jasi Conga, Bosi Conga Ko Jupa. Then Conga never acknowledged me for anything. But right now, he's now calling out Burna Boy that Burna Boy have been using his vibes, that Burna Boy do not acknowledge him. Where I would say, well, what goes around comes around. It's like a payback time for him. Sure, you get me? So if Burna Boy no answer you, now say you use your lyrics, say you no answer you. What of me where you use my lyrics then, where you no even acknowledge? I no call you out. I just look say, well, the boy the hustle, and say making the ride on. So many of them, even techno, they use Jupa well. Eruku no be Jupa. Oh. That's why I love Davido. You see what Davido did to Bright Chimeze? She got me. He acknowledged Bright Chimeze for using just few lines. So many people have been using Jupa, not only Jupa, even, let me say category, I'm the first artist to use NSC sing in Nigeria. NSC, I'm the first artist to use NSC sing in Nigeria in one of my songs featuring with Marvelous Benji that I say, ain't taking no paraga with my Hennessy, I'm gonna make you rock and go down. It's like, no, Mr. Coleman is like a prophet. Even this program that I'm on now, HohA, I do mention HohA way back in one of my lyrics that Teram HohA, you know, Tokam as it be. Their music is good. They're all doing well. See, one thing about music is that you have to give the people what they want as an artist. It's not what you want. So I think they are giving what the people need. Yeah, I have so many projects on. If you check me out on Spotify. In fact, on all streaming platforms, I have a lot of music catalog out there. I just want to make you dance. I just want to make you happy. Come on, everybody. Jupa to the music. HohA, oh, Jupa. HohA, oh, Jupa, Jupa. HohA, oh, Judy. Yeah, Judy. If you love me, love me, love me, I will love you too. If you love me, love me, love me. Oh, baby, love me. Yeah. Follow me at Mr. Coleman _Jupa on every platform. It's the same thing. KOLMAN _JUPA.
HohA. Tokam Asibi.